We start tonight with breaking news. A fire in Yuba County forcing evacuation. This is being called the Apple Fire, burning northeast of Yuba City. It's located just south of Collins Lake. ABC 10's Luke Clary is there live tonight in Yuba County. Luke, what can you tell us? What's the very latest?
Yeah, hey Chris, we haven't been able to get our eyes on much in the way of active flames here, but as you can see, this remains a really active firefight. We see CAL FIRE here just working on hot spots, putting out some of these appliances that are up on this hill. And we've been just kind of watching the air as the air attack continues. Now, on this hill, I think just straight this way is Collins Lake. We are just due south of that. If you make your way up in this area of Yuba County on White Oak Lane, that's the area that we are. If you look on the ground here, you can still see smoke rising from that blackened grass. A number of these oak trees are charred. This is kind of like a oak woodland grassy area. So much of this is sort of a vegetation fire. As you can see, those crews making their way through with a hose, just again, putting out those hot spots. We are very close to a number of properties that are situated up on this hill. And again, although you don't see it right now, these skies have been very active in the last few minutes or so as they continue their air attack. You know, we spoke with a staging manager who is down at the bottom of White Oak Lane with a number of additional CAL FIRE equipment, engines, and so on are still, you know, situated here, prepared for, you know, wherever this fire should go. That he told me that although the latest official number is about 25 acres, it's probably closer to 50 acres. We're going to continue to gather here on the ground, and we'll come back to you tonight at 6:30.
Our Luke Clary there live as firefighters are working as we speak. Want to bring in Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods now as we start to look at conditions. How are they doing? Any help out there for those firefighters?
Well, it's been terribly dry, obviously. Higher humidity, though, with a little bit of cloud cover moving in over the past couple of days. We're going to look at that smoke pattern right now. A pretty prominent southwest flow, so we aren't necessarily seeing a whole lot of smoke gathering in one location, but it is pretty strong, especially around that fire, as you can see just up to the north of Yuba City there, with our air quality pretty poor in that locations. Now, a wider perspective showing some of the other smoke issues that we've been watching that around that Oak Fire. We aren't too worried about what's going on here throughout the foothills, but as we travel up towards the Sierra, still some haziness around Lake Tahoe for today, but that's combined with a bit of high level cloudiness that drifted on through, and that's going to carry some of that particulate matter from the Oak Fire. And then just north of Yuba City, again with that new Apple Fire, we'll be watching the smoke for tonight as well. The other concern with some of the moisture moving in is the potential for some thunderstorms. So as we put in the perimeter maps here, you can see what's happening is those rain showers aren't necessarily reaching over towards the Oak Fire. They have started to move in towards that Washburn Fire, but much better containment of that fire. But it's something we'll be watching tonight as we move through the forecast. Occasional cloud cover, our lows near 60. A mild forecast for tonight. Big heat concerns, though, Chris, coming up in the forecast as we head into at least the end of our work week.
Okay, Monica, we'll check back in with you shortly. I do want to right now, they'll talk about some of the other fires burning. CAL FIRE says forward progress has been stopped on the Cable Fire in El Dorado County. Evacuations have also been lifted. The fire started just before 4:30 p.m. yesterday. It's burned just over 20 acres and is 35% contained. Meanwhile, firefighters are gaining control on the Oak Fire. Last night, Highway 140 was reopened through Mariposa County to Yosemite National Park. Air quality for Yosemite is also improved. The fire started 5 days ago and has burned more than 18,000 acres. It is now 32% contained.